Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Look at yourself if you are not attracting the women you want. Look at yourself because you know what, y'all know I've been talking about finding your tribe for a few years now, finding the women that naturally find you attractive, finding the women that naturally want you. But I would say every now and then I get a comment that saying, well, I don't like those women, or those women fat, or those, I don't like them. But hold up though. Don't blame the women. Don't get mad at the women. Don't get mad at them for finding you attractive. Because what I also said is, if 20 women reject you, the only thing they had in common was you. So if you getting all these unattractive women who are showing interest in you, who are smiling at you or coming your way, it got to be something in you. Because if you get 20 women trying to holler at you, seeming like they natural with you, but you not really looking at them, you ain't feeling them, the only thing they had in common was you. The only thing. And you have to look at yourself. And it could be myriad things. Maybe because when you're around certain women who you don't find attractive, you might be more natural. And that's a real thing. Like when guys are around women that they don't want, they are very like cool because they ain't trying to get with them. They talking with them. Yet when they are around women who they have an attraction for, then they might not be able to talk. Like I always talk about when I worked on that one job and had this one young man. I mean, he could shoot the breeze with all these women except for one. This one young lady who was very attractive. He'd get around her, he'd be like, why would she want him? He's acting silly. See, you gotta look at it. You gotta look at, okay, what's your behavior? Okay, you're around these women that you don't want and they find you attractive. You got to look at everything about yourself. What's your style? What's your look? What's your body build? What are you saying? What's your behavior? That's more than anything else. Because a lot of times when a man is acting real cool with a woman or he's not like changing up anything, he attracts them the best. But then you might have some situations where a man is around a group of women who he finds very attractive, who he wants, so he think he got to do something. Like the common example is when some men are around some very beautiful women. They be like, don't know what to say, be acting different, be acting the way they think the women want. But those women might actually like him better if he's more authentic. They might actually want the guy who's behaving like these women aren't the most like supermodel of the world or something. Because that same guy, he around those women who he's not interested in, who's showing him some interest. It's not the women. Like I said, it's him. What's his behavior around them? Okay, he ain't pressed. He's more relaxed. He can say whatever's on his mind. He don't care. He ain't thinking about what he trying to do. And these women find it attractive. But see, here's the thing. If this man was the same exact way around the women he finds attractive, the same exact way, he ain't thinking about it, he's cool. In fact, he'll jump on them for some stuff. They actually like it. I mean, I've had some very beautiful women actually tell me, they say, Ron, one thing we like about you, and this was more than one, and this is over a period of years, quite a few of them, and they would say, you know what, you ain't acting like you scared of me or anything. It's like, boom. And I've actually said that about being around some beautiful women. Just be cool. Just be cool. You know? Because when you're looking at, like, why is a woman attracted to you? She, like I always say, they looking at everything. They looking at your style. They looking at your body build. They looking at your looks. Let's just be clear. But they don't stop at your neck though. They looking at your body build. They looking at everything. They looking at your shoes. They looking at your clothing. They looking at your posture. They looking at they listening to your speech intonations, how you talk, how you look at them. They smelling you. They paying attention to all of that. Now, if you only attracting a certain type of woman, but you don't like that woman, you got to look at yourself. Especially if it's more than one. Now, if it's just one, maybe. But if it's like 5, if it's 15, if it's 20, and it's all the same type, the only thing they had in common was you. I don't care what their social class was. I don't care what's going on with them. Each one of those women are individuals. The only common denominator is you. So if you don't like what you're getting, you got to look at yourself. You might have to change up some stuff. You might have to change up your style a bit. You might have to look at how you speaking to them. Like the example I gave earlier. A lot of guys, when they're around some women that they really don't want, they more authentic. And those women actually like it. Yet when they're around some women who they want, who they find attractive, a lot of times they lose their voice. They don't know what to say. No, you got to be the same all the time. In fact, in my book, Sexual Chemistry, I talked about that. That's one of the keys to charisma. You can't put an emotional condition on it. You got to be the same no matter what. You got to be the same. You got to talk to that beautiful woman the exact same way you talk to that unattractive woman. Now, I would hope you're at least, friendly to the unattractive woman. You at least give her some common courtesy. But then you give that same common courtesy to a beautiful woman. That's why I'm going to tell you what. Like just talking with those beautiful women, a lot of them just want to be treated normal. So are you doing that? Because if you're getting a certain type of woman, you got to look at yourself. You don't like it, you got to really look at yourself. You got to say, okay, is this what I'm presenting? Is they seeing my style, they seeing your body build, they seeing all of that. You got to pay attention to every little thing. You got to ask yourself. But then as you expand what you're doing, as you get to the point, you treating every single woman the same way regardless. Yeah, that rough looking woman who may be out of shape or something, you treat her the same way as that beautiful woman. You'll notice that if that rough looking woman like you, this beautiful woman like you for the same thing. Because like I always say, they looking at every little thing. Yes, they looking at your style, but they also looking at your posture. They listening to your speech intonation. They smelling you. They smelling you. Your voice is the same octave, whether you talking to that unfortunate looking woman or that beautiful woman. You got to look at yourself, because that's the only thing these women will have in common. The only thing. And on a very practical level, it's the only thing that you can control. You can't control what these women like or don't like, but you can control yourself. You can control your style, your body build, your speech intonation, your behavior. And see, the women need to fall into what you about. And I'm gonna get into that later this week, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. Really think about what I'm saying, all right? And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.